Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this July the 23rd, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Thursday out there so far, but it's a great Thursday evening. Everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Tropics, also take a look at Bertha, forecast cone, and also the track, which should become a depression, and in fact has already became a depression, moving in over South Texas. Also, we're going to take a look at your local forecast for your Friday and Saturday. Also, take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map, storm prediction center outlook for day 2, 4, and 5, and also take a look at the National Weather Service Columbia, South Carolina weather radar here in South Carolina as well. So, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also, like the video, share the videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, you can see here we got one little hurricane out here in the eastern Pacific that will continue to pull on off to the west there. Got more tropical waves from that hurricane all the way back towards South America, Central America as well. You got activity in the Atlantic, and also Western Atlantic across Cuba and Haiti and Dominican Republic. You got Bertha moving into South Texas. You got a cold frontal boundary stretching from Louisiana all the way up to areas of southeast Canada. Also got scattered activity over here through New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, also into areas of Idaho, also Montana, through the Dakotas, and a little bit of Missouri and South Canada region as well. You get a little upper level spin over here off the west coast, off the coast of Washington and Oregon states as well. Alright, let's move on to Bertha. Here's the latest forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center, 7 p.m. this evening, located near Houston. I will continue to move on to the west. You can see the depression about 1 a.m. Friday. If you're tracking the system at home, it's located near latitude 29.9 north, longitude 95.3 west. Maximum sustained winds at 35 miles an hour with higher gusts. Moving to the west at 13 miles an hour. Classified as a tropical depression with winds of less than 39 miles per hour. This will be the last updated advisory from the National Hurricane Center on Bertha. Alright. Now let's take a look at the forecast spaghetti-o model. You can see it right over here. Now we'll continue across South Texas and then into Mexico, which is just a regular low pressure system from there. Alright, now let's continue to roll forward. Take a look at your local forecast, and it should shape up something like this here and roll out across the board. And here we go. Alright, we got some severe weather up here across North Dakota, Minnesota, a little bit in a portion of Kansas, flash flooding and heavy rain over Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas to Missouri, all the way to Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, the Carolinas. Here's Bertha, supposed to be over here in Texas. That will continue to dissipate. Critical fire weather over here in portion of Oregon, Nevada, and California. Thunderstorms and showers along the Canadian-U.S. border, stretching from portion of Washington, Idaho, Montana, North and South North Dakota, Minnesota, Lake Erie, Lake Superior, northern Michigan, and Wisconsin. Then stretching from central Idaho down to Nevada, California, to Arizona, New Mexico, to Texas, to Nebraska, to the Dakotas, to Iowa, to areas of Arkansas, to Texas, to Louisiana, to the Carolina, Florida Keys, up to Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, over portion of Illinois and Indiana. Alright, otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Alright, let's roll on into your Saturday forecast now. Should shape up something like this here, and as you can see, we had high pressure system, low pressure system, cold front, warm fronts, and troughs across different areas of your local forecast areas. Alright, we got shower and thunderstorms over here in portion of Montana, through Nevada, Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico to Texas. Shower activity in Washington and northwestern Oregon, coastal water. More thunderstorms and showers over here through the Dakotas, Minnesota, Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Michigan, Wisconsin, also toward Oklahoma to Missouri, Illinois, down to Georgia, up to West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York State. A little bit of shower activity up in portion of Maine and New Hampshire. Thunderstorms and showers from Virginia to Florida to the Carolinas, Georgia, also Alabama. Heavy rain, flash flooding over portions of South and North Carolina. And again across portions of New Mexico and eastern Arizona. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Saturday. Alright, let's roll on to the current watch and warning advisory map you're locating across the nation. And it should shape up something like this here across the board. Alright, we've got flood watches, flood warnings, and flood advisory for North Carolina, through Tennessee, Georgia, also Mississippi, Alabama. There's that tropical storm warning still in effect for the Gulf Coast, for Texas coast, and Louisiana coast. We have excessive heat warning, heat advisory over Texas to Oklahoma to portions of New Mexico, also areas of California and Arizona, and also more heat advisories up here in Nevada, and also in the portion of Washington, Idaho, and areas of Montana, with excessive heat warnings there as well. More flood watches in effect for portions of Nebraska and Wyoming, one county here in areas of Colorado, and also got some air quality alerts in portions of Colorado. Flood advisory, flood warnings over portions of New Mexico and also Arizona. And then we got red flag warnings for portions of Nevada, California, Oregon, Idaho, and Washington State, a little bit of Montana region as well. Alright, we got small craft advisories up here from Maine, around the Long Island area, right along the Louisiana coast, Southern California to Central California, around the Hawaiian Chain Island, with high surf warnings there. Around the Alaska region, inland Alaska, we have in the green flood watches and special weather statements to the north. Alright, Storm Prediction Center outlook, day number 2. Shaping up something like this here across the board. We have a slight risk from Bismarck, Brandsport to Fargo. Marginal risk outline the area stretching into North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin. North Dakota. Then we got a marginal risk from Wilmington to Charleston to Savannah, just southeast of Columbia. You can see elsewhere just general thunderstorms expected. Alright, tornado probability rolls out like this here. 2% up here in North Dakota, Minnesota. Damaging winds 5 and 15 across the Dakotas, Minnesota, and 5% across the Carolinas and Georgia. Large hail up here, 5 and 15% across the Dakotas and Minnesota. Alright, we'll take a look at day number 3 also. I mentioned something about just 2, 4, and 5, but we're going to take a look at day 3 as well. Okay, you can see we have a marginal risk only over here in portion of Arizona. Elsewhere, just general thunderstorms expected. Probability looks like this. 5% over portion of Arizona. Alright, let's take a look at day number 4. Should shape up something like here. We have a 15% up here from portions of Duluth, Minneapolis, over toward La Crosse, Green Bay, elsewhere across Minnesota, portion of Iowa, for 15% risk area. Day number 5. Okay, here's day 5. Pretty much same location: Pierre to Chicago, Milwaukee, Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, and Columbus, Ohio, and surrounding areas there. 15% risk area. Alright, let's take a look at the National Weather Service Columbia, South Carolina weather radar. And as you can see, we got that front sagging across the Carolinas. You can see we got showers and storms stretching from the western North Carolina mountains around Asheville to Anderson to Greenville, Spartanburg to Lancaster to Newberry, just southeast of Camden, north of Sumter, Darlington, Florence, Georgetown, Waynesboro, Albemarle, Charlotte. You get some showers and storms, and over toward eastern North Carolina, around the Lumberton area, over toward Wilmington, North Carolina as well. You're included as well. A little bit of activity down just southeast of Georgetown, South Carolina also. Alright, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Thursday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.